Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now in case you're looking for a mid-range device, or if someone just comes up to me and asks me to recommend a phone that's under 2,000 ringgit, I actually have a great recommendation in mind. Now this device is not actually something that I've covered on the channel, and it's actually the Honor 200. Now you might have seen me talk about the Honor 200 Pro for quite a bit now, but I've actually never talked about the non-Pro version, which actually offers quite a fair bit of value for the money it's asking. Now right off the bat, this device is RM1899 here in Malaysia, and for that you're getting 256GB of storage. But what else can you expect from this device that costs just 1899? Well, let's find out. Alright, so first things first, maybe we should talk a bit about the processor, because if you just look at the competitors of this guy right here, like in the similar kind of price range, some of them are using their own homegrown kind of processors, and some of them are even migrating to like Dimensity from MediaTek, which actually cost a bit lesser and are not as powerful as the Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 in the Honor 200. So if you are someone who really emphasizes on performance, or maybe if you want to have the stability, more optimizations, more game support for your device, the Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 is actually a great processor that you can find on the Honor 200. Now moving on to the second point here, now just in terms of the cameras at the back, although this is a phone that costs under 2,000 ringgit, but I've mentioned in the Honor 200 Pro video, Honor has worked with Harcourt Studios, which allows them to produce really nice looking studio kind of portraits directly from the phone itself. Now that feature is actually available on the non-Pro version as well, so you don't really have to fork out a lot of money. It's great to see Honor bringing their features not just on their more expensive device, but also on their more affordable phones. So just take a look at these samples that I was able to achieve on the Honor 200. What I really appreciate here is not just the fact that they're using Sony sensors for their main sensor as well as the telephoto. There's also an ultra wide on board, by the way. But what I really like here is that Honor is innovating in the camera space. Most of the other phones are offering pretty much everything that everyone else is offering, but with the collaboration with Harcourt Studios and on the Honor 200, the non-Pro, you actually can get quite a fair bit of decent photos. Now just in case you are wondering about day-to-day photos, they are actually quite good as well. The photos actually look very true to life and you're able to capture a ton of detail. So just thought I should mention that as well. Alright, moving on to the third point here, just in terms of the display. Now this display is actually one that gets very bright, so I was just taking some sample photos outdoors earlier in the afternoon, and even with the super strong sun, I was actually still able to see the display very clearly. Apparently it goes up to 4000 nits of brightness. Other than that, if you just look a bit closer, you notice it's very slightly curved on the sides. Now it's not curved to the point where you have a lot of accidental touches. It just curves very tiny on the bezel at the side, and the display looks as if it is sort of like floating on the phone. Now other than that, it's also got that 120Hz AMOLED display, so everything just looks very punchy and it's a great display. There's also a ton of eye protection features that, as you can expect with all Honor devices, are also in the Honor 200. So just comparing it to their other competitors, this is actually a better display that you can find in this price range. Alright, so having said that, let's talk a little bit about the battery. Now what we have here is a 5200 mAh unit, which is fairly large. It's larger than its competitors, but what's really impressive here is the 100-watt fast charge. Again, if you look at what's available in the market for this price range, some brands are offering like 25 watts of slow charging. Some of them don't even offer the charger in the box. Some of them do like 50 or 60, but Honor is giving you that 100 watt on this kind of price range device. So again, good stuff there on the Honor 200. Now last but not least, just in terms of the user experience, again, I want to touch very quickly on Magic OS. Now as I mentioned in the Honor Magic 6 video, so in the flagship phone, Honor already introduced a ton of AI features, and this time they're actually trickling it down to the more affordable phones as well. So you get to enjoy the AI features not just in their premium flagship devices, but also in their sort of like mid-range phones. Besides that, the Honor 200 is also equipped with the AI portrait engine, which actually enables it to take those stunning portraits which I showed you earlier on. In fact, some brands do have a lot of cool AI features, but they're only reserving it for their flagship models, so you don't have to worry about that on the Honor 200, because like I said, everything that the flagship gets, the mid-range phone gets as well. Alright, so at the end of the day, if you're just looking at a mid-range device that costs under 2,000 ringgit, for 1899, I think this is a very solid offering. If you just look at its competitors, it's great to see that Honor is once again pushing forward without increasing their pricing that much. A lot of phones are already increasing their prices or even using reduced kind of processors. They are downgrading, but what Honor is offering here is actually quite a solid piece of hardware. Anyways, if you have any further questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Let me know what you think about the Honor 200 as well. Would love to hear your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Do take care and stay safe. Bye bye.